All right. So that completes the first island, ladies and gentlemen. So, back on the Thousand Sunny. We have our first key ready. The second floor stern side rooms, which means we can use the kitchen again. And we can use Chopper's lab again. Yeah, that backfired really badly on us, Frankie. Next time, Master Key. Or better yet, get a goddamn locksmith. All right, that's good. So, moving to other islands on the sun. Bleh. Sorry about that. Let me try that again. Move to other islands on the Sunny by examining the helm or opening the camp menu plus and selecting set sail. So yes, we can now set sail to our second island, but more importantly, we have new rooms that are created. Now, Usopp's upset because he can't get access to his lab. We actually won't get access to Usopp's lab all the way until episode 2, unfortunately. But for right now, let's open up this chest and get a gold orb. Gold orbs are very valuable. As you could probably imagine, the gold orbs are going to be useful for developing, for making things in the overworld, because they will give Gabudi the points he needs in order to make things, which is very helpful, to say the least. Now, one other thing that is very important, because for this episode, we're just going to be doing some exploring around places. If we jump up here that's now available to us, we can end up on the second floor. We have an important thing that we can do here, and is it around here? Oh, no, that leads to the kitchen. I didn't want to go into the kitchen yet. I wanted to go and get something else. Climb back up, Luffy. Because there is something up here that is very, very important. If not, I think, besides the fishing rod, the most important item in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, the pickaxe. Why was the pickaxe up here? Path blocked by boulders, weird looking patches of ground. This is where this comes in. Yep, and it is very necessary for item development, for getting to new paths, and for unlocking new things. The pickaxe is very helpful. Great for digging and clearing away obstacles. Try using it whenever you see an X mark. Not only that, but we also have Robin right here looking at the butterflies. I guess this is her garden. I didn't realize that it was her garden. All right, so that takes care of that, and we got our pickaxe. The pickaxe is required in order to go through the second island, so make sure you pick that up. But let's go inside of the kitchen, see what's around here and what we can possibly make in the future. Well, we need some eggs, and then we need some, what looks like a fruit. A strange red-colored fruit. Then we need a shrimp with large pincers, a crawfish with clenched fists, and a glittering fish, and a pure white vegetable. So those are just some of the level 1 cooking things that we can end up getting. Yes, there are different levels of cooking, just like there are different levels of making other items and different levels of making other medicines. So we're going to be going through that throughout the game as well. But open this up right here, and we get 5 red fruits, which means we can make our first dish. So let us make one of them right now. And we've made Angel Omelet, a blissfully delicious omelet made with an experienced hand. It melts in your mouth. As you can see, this will be used to increase the maximum health of our crew members. This is pretty much what food is used for inside of this game and inside of episode 2. We use food in order to increase the attributes of our characters. Some food only increase health, some food only increase SP, some increases both, and the really, really good ones, which are the level 3 cooking things that usually require Sea Kings, will increase it astronomically. So, since I use Baruch so much, we're going to give this to Baruch. Over time, however, you can't feed the crew members the same thing over and over again, because after the first time, it's no longer as potent, which makes sense in a way. Anyway, if you go over here, we'll actually end up inside of Chopper's lab, and we can talk to everyone. Everyone is talking around on the ship, which is a fun little thing, because if you actually change to the other characters, they stop talking, which is rather interesting. I like that little touch right there, and it puts the characters, you know, into more perspective. Now let's try and do some check right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make ourselves 16 healing capsules. Why am I making 16? Because we now have the ability to heal, and this is why I totally wanted to do that. So, we're going to put those all in our bag. And we can make healing tonic idea now. You guys are too reckless. I need better medicine. Guess I'll have to play my trump card. So, we have our healing capsules, but we need the Queen Bee's favorite food. And we also need to be level 1. So, Art of Compounding skill is too low. That is one of Chopper's passive abilities, actually, and that is the Art of Compounding. So, if we go over into our pause menu, we can check what exactly we need to make in order to get that. I already have First Aid, which ups resistance to status ailments. The Art of Compounding requires 3 stamina capsules be made. Well, we don't have the ingredients to make those yet, unfortunately, but over time we will. And over time, we're going to need to increase the Art of Compounding up to level 3 to be able to make specials for Chopper. Not only that, we have the one for Sanji, which is the Art of Cooking, which means we have to cook 4 dishes in order to be able to level up. For Usopp, we need to do the Art of Development. We need to make the Mug Catcher Net, and we need to make the Kuwagata to make more things. Well, we got everything we need to do to make the Kuwagata, so let's go and make that, and then also make the fishing pole, because, you know, we need that fishing pole. Back out. I know that this episode's kind of dull right now because of that, but don't worry, we're going to be going into the field soon enough. So, let's check right here. We're going to... Oh, I can make the... Perfect! I can make the Klimatact repair as well. Your Klimatact... I know it... I can never say it. Is it Klimatact? Because it's supposed to be like climate. Play on climate. Your... Perhaps Klimatact. Your Klimatact needs repair. I can fix it. Then you can control the weather again. So, let's make that first, because that actually gets Nami some new moves. And there we go. Completely repairs the Klimatact. Now you move Nami's... adds a move to Nami's repertoire. And with that, we learn the Thunderball. Release an electrified bubble. Now we're going to make the Kuwagata. We're going to make 3 of them. How does this make them? And we're going to put them all in our bag because we're going to need them. And the Art of Development level 1 is achieved, so it makes advanced development possible. No, it doesn't bring back any fond memories, but it is very useful for getting us back to the ship. Dangerous is my middle name. Can't be used by itself. We'd need 2 pillars or columns of some sort to attach it to. That's what those 2 stone pillars that were by where we fought Enel were for. It was for our Kuwagata. Alright, so that deals with that. Bring back the treasure. And now that we have that, we can make all these other items later on. But for right now, we need to make ourselves the one and only fishing pole. I don't know why there's metal involved in this fishing pole. Here we go. So, a normal fishing rod with all the standard features. So, we're going to put that inside our bag because always carry around the fishing pole. And fishing rod upgrades. and fishing line upgrades become available. You have to find a spot where there are fish. Yes, there are only certain areas in the game where you can fish, which I believe to be a little bit of a downside, but the same thing was carried over actually into Unlimited World Red, so I'm not too bad. Fishing in this game is actually a lot more intuitive, I would say, as well than Unlimited World Red. I was actually rather disappointed about that one. So, now we're going to be using that. I'm going to be upgrading my fishing pole off screen a lot of the time, ladies and gentlemen, so no worries about that. Oh, geez, the 5-ton hammer? Why do you need that for a fishing pole? And increase the amount of line it has. Pretty much the first island is your best bet to getting vines to increase how far it can go, as well as getting some very short bamboo sprouts. So that deals with that, and that deals with all of our development. So that deals with, since that deals with all that, I think it's about time we go over to the island and do some exploring, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we have the ever so lovely pickaxe, we can get treasures from around the island. In fact, I'm actually going to get one of the treasures that is available on the treasure maps later on. The reason for it is because it will give Frankie a special, which is something he desperately needs. So, go over this way, and if you jump up right here, pull out the pickaxe. You have to use the pickaxe by swinging. It's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Usually you have to hit around for a while until you find it. But when you do, unless it's not going to let me pick it up yet because I don't have a single piece of the map. So that might actually be the case, because I could have... That actually does make sense. Yep, looks like it won't let me pick it up until I actually get a piece of the map. So that makes sense because, I mean, if you were to just go out of your way to grab it right away, then that'd be kind of cheating. Anyway, right here is actually one of the fishing spots that you can go to. So you jump up right here, and as you can see, it shows off fishing. What you'd have to do is you'd have to push the fishing pole inside of your pallet, but for right now, we're going to be doing some digging and not some fishing. I might show it off just right now, just to show off what fishing is like. So, we got some marble right there. You're going to need to grab a lot of marble if you want to progress with what's going to be coming up. Luckily, I believe it respawns around here, because we're going to need marble if I am able to get Frankie's chest. I will be able to show it off, but pretty much you need marble in order to create it. Alright, so let us get rid of all these news, because that's going to annoy me. And at the same time, let's put the vacuum cleaner right there, because we're not going to need it right now. And what you do is you pull out the fishing pole, use it to fish at special sites marked with fish. Maybe you'll catch a real whopper. So what you do is you hold the A button to hold it back, and then you cast it out with the Wiimote. What you do then is you wait for the bobber to go down, pull it back, and reel the fish in. You need to watch out for the strength that you have on there, which is indicated based on the reel. If it breaks, then you end up losing. But unlike Big the Cat, you don't kill yourself. And that's pretty much all fishing is. It's a lot more intuitive, and it's actually useful because it's used for upgrading your crew members, because you can catch different items. In the case of the jellyfish, though, it's just used for points. That's all the jellyfish is used for. But they do give you a lot of points. So I highly recommend, using the jellyfish. So, now that that's done, let's go and get some treasure, shall we? First off, we're going to head off to where Luffy first was, because there is actually a treasure chest behind a pillar of rocks. I'll be cutting around a lot on here, but actually no, there's a treasure chest that's actually right here that we can get first. So, remember, wherever there's an X, dig. Pretty much just swing randomly, and the best part is, when you do this, I love doing this, just shake the Wiimote. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, this could actually be used as a sword to cut down bamboo as well as cut down vines. So now you don't need to switch to other characters that have swords, in this case Baruch or Zoro, and you can just simply grab it yourself. Anyway, here is our first chest, which I believe is going to be nectars. 10 nectars in total. Kind of a weak treasure, but not too bad. I mean, I can use those for points. Kill all these soldiers because they're getting in the way. There we go. So that deals with them, but more importantly, we also have another thing right here. So, what's this? We got a blue orb, which means we can give that to Gabri to get some blue points. That's not bad. There are a couple of blue orbs that are hidden around the islands, and then there are some that you can actually fish within hidden areas that we'll unlock later in the game. Ooh, bamboo sprout, bamboo sprout. Need these. Need the bamboo sprouts in order to make ourselves some new things. But go over this way. We have some mud puppets, but more importantly, we have a digging spot. Open this right here, and we get another blue orb. Now, the blue orbs will not respawn. These are one-time only items that you can grab, so grab them while you can. I mean, they help out whenever you're in a pinch. Right, now we need to get rid of these mud puppets right here, because we're going to be getting ourselves another treasure. We're also going to be unlocking a new area within this island that will actually eventually lead us to the hidden boss that is available on this island. Each island has one hidden boss available to it, but you need to be late game in order to access them. They're extremely powerful, extremely versatile, and very dangerous. If you die in this game, ladies and gentlemen, it's game over. You have to load from your last save, so make sure that you save regularly if you want to, you know, not lose progress. In my case, I'm kind of at risk here because I am, well, not doing that until this session is done. So, here's another chest for us, which contains a restorative drug. These are the rarest drugs within this game. What they do is they revive a comrade from death, because otherwise the only way to revive them after they've died, you have to return to the Thousandth Sunny. And what that drug allows you to do is it allows you to bring them back prematurely. That being said, it is still very rare. There's a limited number of them in the game, so do not squander them. At the same time, you can feed them to Gabri for gold points, which is always a fun thing. Now, let me see. All right, so I have almost maxed out on my items. I will feed Gabri, actually, these iron scraps, because I can't feed him those. Dang it. Can't feed him those yet. I can feed him the 10 nectars we got, though, because we'll get more than enough nectars. I might as well feed him the magnets right now. I can get more of those later on. And I will feed him these bamboo stalks. There we go. And I just realized I have my orbs, but it's better actually to... Well, no, I can actually use both of these orbs. Perfect. 1, 2. Never mind. One orb just filled that all the way up. And I will save my gold orb because I need those. All right, so let's head on over here, and we actually have another development that we can do. That would be for late game. And let me tell you, it is rather late game. And it's rather annoying that it is. Go right here, and there's a rock blocking the way. And he'll have a path open in no time. So, what is it? This is one of Frankie's developments. As you can see, though, our rank is too low and we don't have enough parts. We need an animal that digs and items with powerful explosions. We are going to need a mole and 50 bombs. Bombs are going to be something that are very valuable to me in this game because they open up hidden paths. Those hidden paths, because of the fact that we are a low rank, means that it's actually a higher rank than we are and will lead us to, in that case, it will lead us to a new fishing area to where we can get some pretty rare fish. In other areas, it leads you to hidden bosses. So that's why our rank is too low to be able to do it. We won't be able to get the mole until Island 4, actually. That's the only island to where you could actually get moles rather easily. Give me that frog. Yay, a new record. Doesn't really matter, however, because we don't really need it, which is why I'm going to feed Mr. Froggy to there. Somewhere out there, Big is crying his eyes out right now, and I don't care. Because, I mean, even this game does fishing better than how Big did it. I didn't need a fishing peripheral. But we're going to go over this way and unlock another part of the island, and then we're going to end off the part. Going to just kill them, even though I could have used some things from them. So, what we do is open up these right here. So, and we're at a new point in the island where we can use a Kuwagata to get back to the Thousand Sunny. And now we're going to need the vacuum cleaner right here. So, let us move the pick. We're not going to need that for right now. Right, and we have ourselves our little robots back, which is perfect. So then that means I can get myself more magnetic stones. There we go. That kills him. And over here, we have a hidden little area that contains blue fruit, a new type of fruit for us. There are, I believe, 5 different colors of fruits. The fruits are used entirely for development, so remember that. And right now, we got royal jelly, which is necessary to make the potions instead of the capsules, which is what we're going to be able to do once we get the next rank. Now, you might be able to notice something over there. If we look over at it, there's 2 little creatures right there that are nodding back and forth at us. I'm sure we'll get into those later. But for right now, we got one of you, so nope. All right. Kill all the enemies around the island. Then we can get to a new area. Why am I killing the enemies? I can just ignore them. There we go. Luckily, his fun waltz is able to get us to good places. Oh! Right, and... oh no, I killed them all. Up. Dial fragment. Dial fragment. There we go. Uh-oh. That's too many items. That means one thing. I need to switch characters, obviously. No, what that means is I need to feed Gaburi something. I don't want to feed him the royal jelly. I'll get rid of these because I don't know why I have so many of them. Because there's one last item I want to grab before ending off the cards. But I don't think I can find it, unfortunately. Let's change to Frankie since I can build up quite a few things with him. Right. Punch them. Punch the little robots. These are actually robots, ladies and gentlemen. They were only seen inside of with Enel because of the fact that of the mini side arc that Oda ended up creating about Enel. Anyway, nothing right here. Maybe later there will be. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, go over here, and I think there's going to be a honeybee around here. Yep, there's one right there. Honeybee is not used for any development items, but they can drop nectar, and I do want to catch one just for sake of completion. So, honeybees are a little bit more difficult to tell when they're going to fly off because of the fact that they're so small. But this tree right here will either drop blue fruits or royal jellies, so that's always a good plus. Wait, we got another bee right here, so let's try and catch this one instead. Nope, never mind. But we have another tree over there. I thought Gaburi said that all the trees on the island were gone. Build us a bridge, huh? Yes, so he'd need to get us a bridge to get across. That is one of the hidden bosses in the game. We'll be fighting him later on, so no worries for right now. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to the other part of the island where some rocks are blocking the way, so then I'm able to show off one last... Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to end it off right here, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Roxas1359. I don't want to do too much exploring, because otherwise this episode would be even longer. See you guys next time.